we did one exercise with a construction company looking at induction. And this was a construction company that was doing roadworks over a very wide area, completely dependent upon subcontracting to do the work. And so they'd set up, an induction program, which is a 3-hour online training session that every person from those subcontractors had to complete and show documentation that they'd completed to be able to enter the site on any given day. And so when you looked at the system, it was 100% compliance. If you audited the system, every person was inducted that attended the sites. And when we arrived out on the sites, and we're very much in that curious mode, how do things go? The first thing that we observed is about 60% of the workforce didn't speak English or didn't write English. They were second language English. And the induction was only online in English. And we thought, well, that's curious. So how are these people managing to do this really terrible 3-hour online induction? And we started to talk to the guys about their day, and they said, how do you cope with this ridiculous induction? And they said, we've got the induction guy. And I said, oh yeah, well, what's the induction guy? Well, they've got this little shed on the site, and they had 6 computers set up on the site. And the induction guy would be given the list of names that for who was going to be doing jobs that day that needed to have induction done. He would set up the 6 computers and diligently work through the 6 computers, completing the induction and handing out the cards to the guys.
That's amazing.
We thought, and we said, is this an aberration? And we went to the other subcontractors that are doing that. And then we went to the principal contractor and said, how do you do with this induction thing? He said, oh, look, it's a real pain in the ass, but we've got this answer set, and we just give the set of answers to our people who need to go out in the field, and they just tick it off and run it through. And so we thought, so this is a classic example of where safety is going wrong, because we come in with this audit mentality. Now, from the board perspective, their intention was good. What they want to do is to pass knowledge on to people going onto the site. There's nothing wrong with that. It then becomes the method of delivery that becomes a problem. So to satisfy all of that, they put this process in place, they put all this checking in place, and the board gets a report back with as part of its monthly reporting showing the compliance with that requirement. And the board is sitting there thinking, yes, we've achieved our objective. We've achieved the objective of making sure everyone's properly informed. And so the reality was, and when the incident comes to happen, that's not the case at all.